Hello. You're listening to Questboard, a podcast where we make up random side quests. My name is Brandon.
And I'm Tiffany. Just so you know, we are not professional writers in any way, shape, or form. At least we don't claim to be. We just really like tabletop RPGs, and we do this for fun.
That's right. How are you, Tiffany?
I'm doing all right. I have a lovely cup of tea over here today, so I'm
Isn't that every day?
Mildly caffeinated. Well, no, sometimes I have an energy drink, and then I'm just weird.
You're weird all the time.
Weirder. I embrace the weird.
Yeah, so you're weird all the time.
Yes. Let's just say I feel weird, so I feel like I'm weirder than usual, but I guess I'm just weird all the time.
You see, I don't know if that's the signs of a good episode or a bad episode. I really don't know.
Time for another good episode, bad episode. What are we going to make today?
I feel like that's like every episode.
Yeah.
Because we all know what we're doing. Hopefully it'll be better than last week.
Yeah.
I'm still a bit, on last episode.
That was rough. But you know what? We got through it. We made a quest. Somebody might like it.
Actually, I've been thinking about it. We get one a year. First year was Tin Pot. Last year was motivating a bard.
Yeah.
So we got our one out of the way.
Yes.
No more of this. So it'll be smooth sailing for the rest of the year.
There we go. There's the high hopes that we need.
Sure. But now we have to figure out a way to just refer back to that episode.
We'll think of something to call it.
Slapstick. Because that was the only slapstick one.
Yeah. Comedy club.
Just something short and sweet like Tin Pot that we just, when we say it, it's like the non-flashbacks.
Yeah. We'll find the phrase.
It'll come naturally or unnaturally to our dread. So instead, we're doing a little bit of change of pace. Hopefully that will help us reset for a regular quest board episode with a party starter.
Party starters.
Because I remember last time was a funny, we made the party Karens, if you remember that.
A whole party of Karens. DMs beware.
So I thought that would be a good refresher if we did something like that. Hopefully it'll be as good as that one. And then it's a nice reset after a not so great episode.
I mean, I still think it's a valid episode. We came up with a quest. Somebody might want to do it, and somebody might make gold out of it. You never know. And then we get to see all the fun comments because...
Yeah, but for we kept talking in the episode. It's very much player discretion. So it's low input on us. I believe it could be good in the moment or on the table, but pre-planning it, not that great. That's all I'm saying for a recorded podcast.
Yeah, it wasn't exactly the best for our situation here.
But just listen to that one. We're not going to talk too much about it.
Or don't. You don't have to. But we'd like it if you do.
We'll like you either way.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay, let's just figure out. God, dice.
I got him. 60.
60.
60.
This paper is sticking to each other.
That's we don't do these often enough.
We have not done 60
Woo!
On Party Starters list.
What do we got?
A local magistrate has sent his brute squad to round up anyone who looks suspicious. Your party was all gathered up. The magistrate isn't looking...
They missed a 2.
Yeah, I know. That it's breaking my brain.
The magistrate isn't looking to arrest you.
He was looking for a band of strangers to kidnap someone.
This just makes me think of The Princess Bride because it says brute squad.
Didn't we talk about that before?
Probably.
In a previous episode?
Possibly. Because, when he's like, I'm on the brute squad. You are the brute squad.
It was the episode, I can't remember the name of it. It was the episode where it was like, the party was hired to talk badly about someone.
Oh, yeah.
And then they were made an example of.
Yeah. We'll figure out what episode that was later.
Yeah, for your tagging.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I tagged them on the YouTube episodes.
But,
yeah,
for those
of you listening, Editing Brandon can put it in now.
Thanks. That would be episode 51, A for Revenge. Check it out. Okay, so the magistrate just wants to gather up people looking for him, a band of strangers to kidnap someone. Okay, who are they going to... Oh, I just lost something.
Ooh, go for it.
So, the magistrate is going to want the group to go and rescue a princess in a tower. And
Rescue
there's
is drastically different from kidnap.
that's stuck there because of a dragon.
Okay, classic.
And so the party will have to go venture out. They don't have to fight the dragon. They just need to get past it kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then just climb like the highest tower and all that stuff. And then, I already even have a name for a princess. Fiona.
Oh no, it's Shrek.
Because this is Shrek.
This is Shrek. Oh my god.
The magistrate is Lord Farquaad. I just suddenly saw that.
This is definitely, yeah.
This is totally the arena scene
It is.
from Shrek.
All right, that's it. That's all we got for you. This is Shrek.
Okay, think of something actually original.
I can't now. You've put Shrek in my brain. I've been Shrek'd.
But then you saw her face. And now you're a believer.
Not a trace of doubt in my mind.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So who is the magistrate trying to like kidnap? That's not Princess Fiona.
I can't. It's just Princess Fiona.
Just think of something else. Also, I'm suddenly thinking of it like kidnapping dogs because I was just listening to the of Metal Magic episode.
Oh, that one came out good.
This is low level quest, but this could be like the entire campaign too.
Yeah.
This is very much like a sense of the entire campaign.
So this is a party starters. The party was already... Oh, no. They were all gathered up because they all individually looked like they could help.
Yeah. Well, I think it's the magistrate saying, hey, anyone that looks tough or can handle this, round them up.
What if one of the party members just does not look tough? I once played a grandma.
Oh. Now I'm imagining a grandma with like gang tattoos on her arms. And
Tough grandma.
Tough grandma. Has several tears on her face.
Oh, gosh. It's tough grandma. Everyone needs a tough grandma.
I've killed 3 men with a rolling pin.
Hey, those things are heavy, especially if it's one of those stone rolling pins.
No, it's a wooden one. Come on.
That's still dangerous.
Okay, how about... this is too cliche, but I was thinking, like, what happens if this is a Taken where the magistrate is Liam Neeson, but instead of doing it himself, he hires a group to rescue or grab the... No, it's kidnap someone, not rescue someone. Okay.
I was going to say, that's just Shrek, but in a different light.
You kidnap someone.
You reference Taken a lot.
It's a good movie.
I actually haven't seen it.
What's the first one?
Okay.
The other one's...
I like Liam Neeson. He has a very good voice.
It's like the same level as John Wick, except for instead of a dog.
The magistrate wants you to kidnap the prince so that the king no longer has an heir and must choose one of the magistrates in his kingdom to be the next heir.
Okay, so you're talking about an evil campaign.
Yes.
Okay, I can actually...
Or what if the
that.
king is evil? And, like, the rule is...
But it's still an evil act.
It is still an evil act, yes. But, like, the rule of the kingdom is if the king does not have an heir, then one of the magistrates in one of his many cities gets to be chosen next. That's a really big stretch.
Or, like, it could be also, what happens if... if we do a little politicalness kind of thing, which it's the same thing along yours, but
Politics.
Let's say it's the king has an only daughter in which she's to be marrying a man that's from a powerful family, and they want that son, the future son-in-law, to disappear for a while so that maybe their son will be then the new husband of the princess to gain power on that front.
I got it. The magistrate's son is head over heels in love with the princess, who does love him back, but is trapped in an arranged marriage. So the magistrate, who is an overbearing mother, well, in medieval times it wouldn't be a mother, an overbearing father, probably driven by the mother, has hired you to kidnap the betrothed, the boy the princess is betrothed to. So he will disappear and she can choose who she wants to get married to.
You're trying to make it sound like a positive thing.
I'm trying really hard. But that's what they want. They want their son to marry the princess, not this other pompous noble. So they want him to disappear for a while. And
what?
maybe make it look like he fled.
Oh, you know, it'll be funny. It's like the end of the campaign isn't the kidnapping of the fiance. That's gonna be like maybe a midpoint. The rest is to make sure he is not known or like continually have him hiding.
Mm-hmm.
And so it'll be funny if like over time it's like, I'm really enjoying you guys.
I know. It's like, I kind of like hanging out with you guys. I like this whole adventure.
You're a lot more honest. This is a lot more fun. I hate being a nobility.
Okay. I have an idea to essentially keep him hidden.
Okay.
The magistrate gives you an item to shapeshift him into something else, like a different race or something.
That will be handy. I will agree with that. But I think it'll be funnier if the players had to come up their own way to disguising him.
That is true.
And have him willing to do it / not willing to do it.
Maybe he doesn't want to be in this marriage. He doesn't want to get married to the princess. She's mean to him.
But
She doesn't like him.
That would be fine.
And he doesn't want to
But
be the king.
I think for a story, like a writing perspective, have everything agree with you or in this positive light.
Mm-hmm.
I think it just makes it too easy or just too bland. Yeah. You know what I mean?
So
we have to have some form of resistance.
Yeah.
And having the fiance who maybe is a snob and all that stuff.
He's a noble,
just
for sure.
Being a brat.
Okay, so at first he fights tooth and nail to get away from you, which isn't much because he's a weak little snob brat. But eventually Stockholm Syndrome sets in and he starts to like you guys.
Yeah. Well, I was also thinking maybe he's like a bard or like a rogue swashbuckler. Because I always imagine like a noble that's taken fencing lessons would be a rogue swashbuckler.
I do believe there is a stat block just for nobles.
Okay.
So he doesn't have to have a class or anything. He can just
I'm just saying that I picture him to be capable of himself. Like if he could also be a part of the party once maybe the party wins him over.
Right.
Okay. Before we continue, what is the fiance's name? What's the princess's name? And I guess the magistrate and his son?
That's too many. Okay. Fiance's name.
He's got to sound like a jerk.
But it's got to be a name that's relatively easy to say because the party's going to have to say it a lot.
Sure.
Franklin.
We're not doing last names?
Well, no, I just hadn't gotten that far yet. I was writing it down. Franklin. What's a good noble name?
Von something.
Ooh. Von Kemp?
Von Kemp.
K-E-M-P. Von Kemp.
Yeah, that's good. I'm sorry if anyone isn't actually Von Kemp.
If that exists, you have a really cool last name.
Well, I knew a guy in college where his last name was something. I'm not gonna say it, but he was like, he actually technically was a descendant of like nobility in Germany or something like that.
Nice.
Through technicality,
right?
But the family name was Von that. But then as like the family went over to the U.S. and like all that, they dropped the Von.
Mm-hmm.
And so then their last name was just that.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of names that got changed, like in pronunciation. That actually happened to my ancestors on my grandmother's side. I don't know how far back it went, like when they first came over here. But yeah, their German last name got changed to something that Americans can say.
So, yeah. If you actually have Von in your name or Von Kemp, because that is a possibility, or it's just Kemp. It's a cool name. We're just using it as a villain. Actually, not even a villain.
No, he's not a villain. He's just a spoiled brat.
He starts off bratty, but he might turn into a nice guy.
Yeah, it's like a whole redemption arc for him.
Yeah, for an NPC.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
The princess. Trying to find a good, like, princess name. Lucinda?
Lucinda.
Mm-hmm.
Last name.
Well, the name that's on here is Lucinda Bell.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It's B-E-L-L-E.
No, just B-E-L-L.
No, I had the E at the end because that is...
Beautiful.
Yeah, in French.
Yeah, because that's Belle's name in Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, that's the only reason I know it.
Yeah, gotcha. All right. Now we need, the magistrate and their son?
Yeah.
The magistrate's probably a guy because medieval times concept.
Sure.
Women can't have cool jobs. Or we can just have very progressive medieval times and say the magistrate's a woman.
It doesn't matter.
Okay. Because I like Ophelia. Ophelia Todd is the name I found on here.
Okay. Ophelia and her son.
Her son, Richie. No, not Richie.
It sounds too immature.
Francis? The other guy's name is Franklin. I think that's too close.
Yeah.
Adam.
Adam's a nice one.
Adam's good.
Adam Todd.
Adam Todd.
Never trust a guy with 2 first names.
So nice they named him twice. Okay. Do we need to name the king?
Nah, it's not that important.
Okay. His name is Keith.
Keith Bell.
Yeah.
Okay.
King Keith.
So if we have it set up where the party gets rounded up, it's like, hey, I'll hire you to kidnap this guy.
Mm-hmm.
If you get caught, there's no
You don't know me.
connection between us. And I'll pay you beforehand, but there's no connection. And I'll pay you more once, my family marries into the royalty.
Mm-hmm.
And so hopefully they'll take it. Then it's just like a traveling adventure, leveling up, getting closer to the capital and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Then the kidnapping is on them, how they want to do it.
Right.
Which will be somewhat hard, but this is where the DM will determine easy ways to possibly do it.
Mm-hmm.
Party will hopefully not be dumb. Or the dice rolls will be in their favor.
Plan for dumb.
But always playing for dumb. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Kidnap him, all that stuff. Then the job is to keep him away or keep him from public eye.
Right.
Until a certain amount of time, until the marriage happens, and then he could reappear for all he wants.
Yes.
But let's say the magistrate also says, I don't care if... Does the magistrate tell the party he doesn't care if he is found in a ditch somewhere or he has to stay alive?
That? Mm-hmm.
Because if the party is evil...
Yeah, they'll just kill him.
They can easily just, kill him, dispose the body, and then, hey, he's never going to be showing up again.
Mm-hmm. That's up to the party, really. The magistrate can just say, hey, I don't care what happens to him, just make him not there.
Mm-hmm.
The magistrate can also give them a letter to leave in his room that says he does not wish to be in this marriage and is running away.
I think that would possibly tie back to the magistrate. I think the magistrate would say, hey, you guys need to make it look like he ran away or something like that.
Like force him to write a letter?
Force him, or if that's when the party's like, hey, if they have good forgery skills or anything like that.
Okay.
Or it depends on how the party wants to creatively make it look like he either run away or sadly
died.
Ended himself. Like it was his own choice.
Gotcha.
That is up to the party, you know what I mean?
I think the magistrate would at least tell them, make it look like he doesn't want to
make it look like it was his actions.
Yeah, his actions. He does not want to get married.
Yes. Through
whatever means necessary.
Ending his own life.
Yeah.
Or running away. But that's when the party gets to decide.
Yeah.
The magistrate does not care.
And that's how they get to decide how this campaign goes. Is it an evil campaign? Is it a good campaign?
Yes. I mean, you should determine this in session 0 if it's a good or bad campaign, but still. But that means that this could work for either campaign.
It can.
In which, if it's a evil campaign, I would say then they could, if they cause him to die or anything like that, then the party will stick together because they're fellow evil people and they could do jobs. So then you could continue that off. If they're a good campaign, they'll be sticking together because they want to keep him alive.
Right.
And the job's not done.
The magistrate, if it's a good campaign, then the magistrate can let on that if they don't complete this mission, then she will send someone else who will most likely kill him. So if they're good players, then they will do everything they can to keep this kid, guy, however old he is, alive.
Let's say standard 18.
Okay.
Is there any funny twist that you want to add to this? Because this is very textbook level right now.
Yeah.
Except for the whole keep him alive and
I think the fun twist is
Stockholm Syndrome part.
The Stockholm Syndrome, Franklin being you guys are actually really cool. Can you teach me how to be an adventurer? I want to go adventuring with you. It's that would be the fun twist. It turning around being oh wait, suddenly we get a new party member?
Well, that's if they're attached to him.
Yes.
That really depends on the party.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm also thinking like something might be done by his family if it was a runaway.
They might put out like, just assume he's been kidnapped because he would never run away. He's a good boy.
I mean, it'll still just be either or. It would be a find him, but
Or they could put out missing posters with his face clearly on it, and then the party's gonna have to figure out how to hide him.
oh yeah, that's the
Yeah.
start of it, or that's could be the constant throughout,
Mm-hmm.
willing or not willing. But I don't know. I feel like I want to add something goofy to it.
What? That he's
I have no idea though.
he's a secret lycanthrope.
I didn't even think like that direction.
Like he's got some sort of curse on him that was being controlled at home.
He's Princess Fiona. He's a ogre at night.
And we're back to Shrek. I'm sure
Uh,
there's like any number of curses that could be placed on him that
I know.
like he was trying to hide until he got married and then use the royal funds to cure.
I don't know why. I just had this son thought of the movie, what was it called? Like Ella Enchanted,
Oh, that was a good movie.
where I think she's like cursed where she always has to be like do what she's told
Yeah.
or something like that. I don't know why I had that son like pop up in my head. It's an alright movie.
That would make it super easy for the party
Yeah,
to control him.
Nah, don't do that for Francis?
Franklin.
Franklin.
I said Francis because
Francis was the other name, yeah.
we decided not to because it was too close.
You should not do that to Franklin. That would make it things way too easy.
I have an idea.
Okay, what?
It is the Fiona curse,
No, God.
but he turns into a turtle.
Okay, bounce off of that one. It's a white rabbit, and he could still speak in common and human.
Oh, you didn't get my joke.
No.
Franklin is a children's cartoon about a
Oh,
turtle.
that cartoon. I watched like, wow, 90s kid moment, huh?
Uh-huh.
I was thinking just because there's like several movies or shows that has a just talking rabbit that's always like obscene.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I just had that thought.
No, I just thought it'd be funny if he turned into a turtle at night.
Could still speak.
Yeah.
Common and human.
Turtles are a playable race.
Oh, you're talking about
In D&D.
Is it
Tortle.
tortoise or turtle?
Yeah, is the name of the race.
Oh, okay.
They're
I
tortoise
never
people.
played them, so
They're tortoise people.
yeah. I know of them. I just didn't remember their names.
Oh, my brother-in-law played one time. They have some serious AC.
All I hear is like, oh yeah, if you want to play Master Oogway, just do that race monk.
Yep. Pretty
and
much.
everyone wants to do that.
Who wouldn't want to be Master Oogway? He's adorable.
No, I'd rather make like a Kung Fu Panda. That's funnier in D&D.
That would be funny.
That's my next character idea. No,
There we go.
I have too many character ideas. So like, okay, we could spend a small amount of time, just quick. I think this is pretty much done.
Mhm.
If you want to then say, how did the curse bestow upon him for the turtle thing?
He kicked a turtle.
And how does the party, because if he's still alive, that means they're good and they will want to lift the curse. How do they lift the curse?
So, when he was young, he once kicked a turtle, and the god of turtles got mad at him and cursed him to live as a turtle every night so he could see the error of his ways. The way to lift the curse is for him to save the life of a turtle.
The god of turtles.
There's a god for everything.
If you have a god of turtles in your game, please let us know in the comments or tweet at us because I want to know the name of your god, the powers they have, and why did you have a god of turtles to begin with?
Who doesn't need a god of turtles?
I don't need a god of turtles.
Turtle god. Turtle god.
No.
Okay.
Okay, well, this is very snippy god of turtles, in which one small kick.
I would call it snappy.
This is hurting me right now.
I just broke him a little bit.
This entire just bit right now. So
You wanted a twist. I gave you all I had.
This is all you have?
His name is Franklin. How can I not think of turtles?
Okay, if you want to put this, if you want to just stick with the textbook, you can. If you want to do this twist, in which Franklin had to save a turtle, because I cannot add anything to that. That's really hard to yes and for that one. So I'm just gonna say yes, sure. So yeah, if you put this in your game,
Just ending it.
Yeah. Do you have anything else?
I don't know. That's it.
This is a very good textbook start and an interesting like theme throughout.
Mhm.
I'm sure it'll give the dungeon master plenty of time to incorporate something else, like setting wise, that could lead to something else.
Oh yes.
It could even be tied to the tortoise curse or anything like that,
Mhm.
or a political intrigue that would lead to something. Like, for example, maybe Ophelia once gained power over into the royal family after the whole thing. Maybe that's what caused a civil war or something bad happened, and it's
Ooh.
like the player's fault because they were the ones who did it, something like that.
That could happen, yeah.
Where it causes the party to feel guilty because it's like, oh, we were kind of the catalyst that caused that.
Oopsie.
It's not through your actions alone, but technically you were the catalyst.
Hmm.
So this will be a very interesting way to start a campaign, in my
Mhm.
opinion. I think it's still good. Not totally sure about the turtle part, but if that inspires you to do anything from that,
That's just the icing on top, really.
yes.
Not necessary, but kind of fun.
Okay, so we have two social medias. One is Twitter or X at QuestBoardPod, and the other is YouTube at youtube.com/questboard-pod. Let us know if you actually start your campaign off of this, what your plans are, and we will love to hear just a general update from time to time of what kind of things your party is doing. If you want to post any job postings for our regular stuff or any interesting scenarios for party starters, you could tell us down in the comments or tweet at us. I think with that, I wish you all a good night.
And happy questing.